Hey guys, welcome back to Stoned Ape Problems. This is Lewis. Hope everyone's been having a good day today. So, on today's episode, I wanted to go ahead and give my 2 cents on this whole self love movement, or whatever the fuck it is people call it nowadays. I've had my qualms about it for a bit, quite some time now, and I kind of wanted to go ahead and air it out, if you will. Like, don't get me wrong, self love is great. You don't want people to be developing complications with, food and whatnot. So, you don't want, and it's also good pushback due to the fact that, there has been unrealistic expectation being placed on people nowadays. And, you got filters and you got fucking apps and you got Photoshop and you got shit like that, and you got people looking up to these influencers and all this shit and celebrities that have had surgeries and God knows what else, and it fucks with your head because you're like, how am I gonna be able to measure up to that? How can I ever look like that? If that's beauty, then shit, like, I'm fucked. So it's understandable. I'm not completely dismissing the utility and the importance of loving yourself. Of course, you have to love yourself. Like, um, you can't walk around with your head down, or can't walk around with self-loathing, or feeling like you ain't shit, or you're not enough, or whatever the case may be. I'm not in any way, shape, or form against that. Like, you have to be comfortable in your own skin. It, the point into where I have my issue is when people use it as an excuse for complacency. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen people like fucking Lizzo binging on food and shit, and and being put on a magazine and calling herself like I get it. What beautiful is subjective and all this other shit, but our standards have dwindled, and to be quite honest with you. Now, yes, you can call me, oh, believe you're fat phobic and all this other bullshit. But like I said, self love is fine. But don't promote this sort of fucking behavior and this sort of lifestyle and say that it's a good way to fucking live or something. Like, oh, but like, don't say that it's a good way to live and oh, it's okay, just eat all you want. If it makes you happy, just go for it. Be obese. Be a 600-pound fucking person. How many fucking people do you know that live past the age of fucking 50 that are over 600 pounds? You know, and it's fucking crazy. And I feel like self love is also being used as a way to perpetuate, or as a way to stand out and to garner more attention. You people, like, there's like over what, 40, 50 genders now. Like, do we really need that many fucking genders to find some sort of place in this world? Like, I don't think so. And I find it horse shit that we need that many. Like, do we really need that many? Do you really feel that way? Is that really your orientation? I beg to differ on a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but on a lot of them. They're just fucking strange to me. And I think it's just absolutely strange. And same thing with self love, bro. Like, I've had this argument with people all the fucking time, telling me they're like, oh, why the fuck do I need to hit the gym, or why the fuck do I need to do this or that? Like, fuck it. And like, why the like, like, I remember I had this conversation with this fucking person telling me that they didn't want to go work out because, oh, I'm fat, but my doctor says I'm okay, and I don't have any problems right now. First of all, whoever fucking told you this shouldn't be a doctor. Okay, like, that individual, whether he or she, should no longer be allowed to practice that profession if they're gonna tell an obese person that they're perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's all about fucking complacency. It's become a manner of complacency. Like, why would you want to just be here when you could be up there? You know, just because something makes you happy, like, to be honest, doesn't mean you should continue to associate yourself with that sort of lifestyle or behavior. You know what I'm saying? If you get drunk all the time makes you happy, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing to be getting drunk all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Or partying all the time, or doing some really crazy dumb shit. Like, Just because it makes you happy doesn't mean it's a manner in which you should live in if you want to really if you're really thinking about longevity, you know. And I just had a problem because it's binge eating and you know people like people less people working out nowadays. You know it's either you're a fitness person or you don't give a shit at all, and you know, no one wants to change their fucking diets. Like, I love sweets. I don't want to give up my sweets. I don't want to give up my lazy ass fucking lifestyle or nothing like that. Why do you think so many fucking people are making money off dumbass motherfuckers like V-Shred, for example, or all these other TikTokers that tell you some ridiculous shit, telling you that you're somehow gonna lose fucking weight or fat by not doing absolutely anything, by doing some little standing up on a chair or flapping your fucking hands like a fucking bird, or doing this. Oh my god, that's a burner. That's a burn on your shoulder. Like, that's how you tone your arms. I forgot the name of this dumbass chick, bro. Like, Greg just made a couple of videos about her. Like, it's ridiculous claims, and they're doing it on purpose because people just don't want to work for what they got. You know what I'm saying? They want things to drop in their hands without putting an ounce of sweat into it. And you know, people just want to continue to continue in that same sort of, you know, indulging themselves in abysmal American diet. You know, for us being a first world country, it's pathetic what we fucking eat. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's and Burger King and ice cream. And you see that shit everywhere on fucking Instagram, and you know, people making some disgusting hot dogs and pizzas and burgers and sandwiches, and I'm like, god damn, bro, like, y'all really want to be this fat your whole life just because it tastes really good? Like, it's just gotten fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, you know, like, I get it, like, the whole, like I said, beauty is subjective, but when it's detrimental to your health, then that's when it should be a fucking issue. You know, I'm not promoting for you to fucking do extreme shit, but fuck, like, improve. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, accept who you are, but that doesn't just that, you know, accepting who you are and accepting yourself. You know, that's one thing. But if you really want to be like an evolved motherfucker, like, you have to be self-aware. You have to, like, not only look at the highlights, oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine the way I am. No, you're not perfectly fine the way you are. Like, that's bullshit. Like, that is one of the biggest lies, and it has caused such a huge detriment to our fucking psychology. You're perfect the way you are. You're perfect the way you are. No, you're not. We're all faulty. We're all imperfect creatures. You're not perfect the way you are. I'm not perfect the way I am. No one's perfect the way they are. Like I said, accept and appreciate yourself. Of course, like, you are imperfect and you should appreciate that. But that doesn't mean you stop right there and then don't continue to do something else. Like, don't, like, if you're obese, lose some fucking weight. If you're a fucking twit, gain some weight. If you continue to conduct yourself in self-destructive behavior or indulge yourself in alcohol and all this other shit, you might want to take a break from that. You don't evolve and become an actual human being and be a fucking adult, you know, be grown, and realize, okay, this is where I'm good, and sorry, fucking battery. This is where I'm good, and this is what I need to fucking work on. You know, and that's where you have to be self-aware. How else are you gonna fucking improve if you're just gonna keep telling yourself that you're perfectly fine the way you are? You know, and that's just a lie that just keeps dumping and dumping and dumping and dumping and dumping and dumping and dumping into fucking people's heads, bro. And you don't think it's not on purpose? You don't think it's not on purpose that they don't want you to continue to strive and continue to do better? Oh, it's just a fucking system. It's oppressive. The male patriarchy has us way down. There's just no point. I'm just gonna continue to live the way I want to live. Like, that is one of the most ridiculous excuses. Like people make it seem like in the system that we live in the United States, like, it's not perfect. Of course, like, I mean, any government, any sort of government or federalization created by humans are going to be faulty because we're faulty. You know, there is no such thing as a perfect fucking government. but it's way better than a lot of the other ones. Better, probably better than any of them, any country, any government right now. Like, do you see people fucking emigrating from Europe? I mean, people emigrating to Europe where you're paying half of your fucking income in taxes. No, we want universal health care. We want universal this and universal that. It doesn't work that way. People in fucking Canada gotta wait like 5 years for a fucking surgery. Like, it's crazy, man. Because of the like, people really fucking complain like fucking crazy, and then they use it as a fucking excuse. But fuck it, there's no point. Instead of striving, instead of doing better, instead of realizing, no, you're not perfect the way you are. And that's a message that should be said. Instead of just fucking telling people what they want to hear, start telling people what the fuck they should hear. What they need to hear. To tell them, yo, put the fucking fork down. Like Greg Du said, like I'm paraphrasing a lot of what Greg Du says. You guys should definitely check him out. I fuck with him because he ain't got no filter just like me. And he's a fucking savage. But, and obviously he's a kinesiologist, he's a professional bodybuilder and shit like that. But he's fucking lit. And I completely agree with his philosophy. Like, they don't. Like, why? Like, it frustrates me. It really does that people are just okay with being mediocre now. That instead of, like, people tell me, oh, I'm eating vegan now. How the like, just because you eat vegan doesn't mean you're healthy. You can fucking be overweight eating vegan. Vegan doesn't automatically mean, oh, okay, we're good now. Even though vegan is a bunch of horse shit. Do you know more carbon emission is being, the vegans and all those big ass fucking farms and forests and all this bullshit is emitting more carbon than the fucking food, the meat products that we're eating? You know how many animals they displaced to grow these fucking farms? You know how many animals they're killing because of that shit? Like, open your fucking mind a little bit. Like, but that's just what I want to talk about, because it does frustrate me. You know, like, yeah, love who you are, but don't be complacent. You know, don't think that this is the best that you can be. This is the best you can fucking do. Like, you could do more. You know, and I don't fucking go, and I don't fuck with all this shit. You got fucking YouTubers making money stuffing their fucking face like that avocado guy. That guy was good, and now he's blown out like a hot air balloon. And people look up to him. People look up to fucking Lizzo. Like I'm glad she's at least starting to work out a little bit, but bro, like, don't be putting on a fucking video you munching here and then munching here and then munching here and munching here and munching here and munching here and munching here. And then going to run around and munching here and munching here and munching here. And then you believe these fucking Instagram girls. They'll be like, oh, this is all I ate, and they took one bite. Like, you really think they ate all that shit? And then, you know, evacuate those products as soon as the camera turns on. You know. I know I focus a lot on the physiological perspective, but that's probably like the biggest proponent of it. Because we are in America, and we are obese as fuck. Which doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, you go to a Latin American country, and your diet is better. You know what I'm saying? The eggs fucking taste better. The food tastes better. It's not done with testosterone and hormones and all this bullshit. Why do you think there's fucking 15, 16-year-olds looking like grown-ass 20-year-olds? It's because of all the growth hormone that they're taking, and they don't even notice it because they're eating it. And that's what causes breakouts and hair loss and pimples and shit, because your body is trying to excrete all that toxic sludge that you are ingesting. That's what it is. So I just wanted to make a quick video of the self-love thing. You know, I've had kind of an issue with it for a while. Look, I'm gonna keep beating on the dead horse. Like, be happy who you are, of course, and then you have to start there. But you gotta strive. You gotta do something. You gotta be able to, like, be, like I said, you gotta be self-aware. You gotta be understanding of what you need to improve. Like, okay, like, I'm good here, but what do I need to do in order to be better? And that's what I fucking do all the time. That's what do you think successful people do all the fucking time? You know? Like, oh, I'm good here. I'm just gonna keep it going. Like, no. Like, okay, what do I need to work? What? You know, I don't know what avenue the fuck you're on. I don't know if you're an entrepreneur or you're gonna be fitness or food or podcasts or content creation or whatever the case may be. But you're never just gonna stick to the same fucking script or the same mannerisms or the same format. Like, you know, you grow and you learn and you watch your fucking content. You're like, okay, how do I need to work on it? What do I need to transition and stuff like that. It's a constant elevation, and it's just bullshit. It's for the mediocre. This whole self-love thing, to be quite honest, here. That's my final take on it. It's just for the mediocre, for the idiots, for the people that just don't want to work to be better. They just want everything dropped on their lap, and that's why they blame the male patriarchy, and that's why they keep bitching and wanting communism, and like, oh, why can't we just all be equal and we all have the same things and I'm all in the same houses and live in a utopia? Like, yeah, that fucking bugs the shit out of me, you know? Like, we're just dumb and lazy as fuck nowadays. Like, we're the most coddled era in the history of mankind. You know, you could go to a supermarket, get whatever the fuck you want. You got a fast food in every fucking corner. You know, people are just don't really have to work anymore. And then when they have to work, they bug. You know, they get mad, and you know, that's it. Like, look, like a perfect example was with the whole coronavirus when people started getting those fucking checks. Nobody wants to go back to work because they got used to getting the checks. I don't want to work. I'd rather just be unemployed. You know, it just shows everywhere the mediocrity. I mean, I apologize. The mediocrity, the complacency, they're just giving up. Like, you know, it's just fucking disgusting. Like, but then and those people, you can't complain. You can't complain if your life is not gonna turn out the way you want it to. You can't complain if you're gonna be 40 years old and still and having a bus ride, because guess what? You didn't do anything. You didn't strive. You remain the fucking same. You didn't evolve. You know, this whole life is about evolving. You know, and evolving in your own way, but in a way that's going to be fucking productive, in a way that's going to bring you actual happiness, in a way that's going to benefit you and your family and whoever the fuck else that is important to you. And not just, you know, giving up your long-term aspirations or your longevity period just to stuff your face or whatever the fuck it is. So, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Hope you take something from it. You know, I'm gonna keep coming back to these topics little by little type thing. Hopefully, I bring some guests on. And if you guys have any suggestions on any topic you would like for me to give my 2 cents on, feel free to comment down below and let me know. But like always, please like, subscribe, comment, all that bullshit. Well, not bullshit, because it's essential, so don't, I was joking. But thank you guys for listening once again. Appreciate you guys very much. And until next time, be safe. Peace.